I came home with a new thing the other day from the hospital, a feeding tube, and you're wondering what I was wondering. How do I shower with this? It was it was not looking very good in the hospital, and I was concerned about it. I was afraid that I was going to be like most people who have I've seen with a feeding tube. And I asked, how do I shower with this? And the nurse told me just try to not get it wet. A bag over my head and cinch it at the neck, and that's what I want to do. And I just fortunately I came home and found one video that explained how to shower, and she made it. It was years old, and she made it look as if it was no big deal for her. Now I've been home with this for 2 weeks now, and like I said, the first day I just didn't take a shower when I came home. And I waited until the next day, and then I braved the shower, and I started taking the tape off, and I ended up being left with the tube. It was just dangling, and then I put more tape on it, and it held it up. And then I got in the shower, and the water just it tried to get the tape off, but it held on. I was able to wash my back, my chest, my legs, my face carefully. I did not blast the water on it, but my face and my hair, and rinsed it and got out. And I still had gum from the tape on my face, but I found something called it was something my wife uses to remove her makeup, and that just wrecks that gum. Okay, just takes it off. And I had nothing on my face, and I the tube, and I took it all off, and I wiped it off, and it was clean. It's moisturized, so I kind of wiped the moisturizer off because I didn't want that, and the tape wouldn't hold good. And I put new tape on. It was like this, and I cleaned clothes on, and I felt good. I felt good for the first time I had a little over a week, and it was marvelous. It's it's not that big of a deal. What you need to remember is that this tube is rubber. It is soft rubber. You probably can't see it, but it's soft rubber. This tube can get wet. It is not a problem. The thing you don't want to get wet is all of the tape to the point where it comes off and leaves your tube dangling. That's a problem. If you have to go back to the hospital, don't yank on it. Put some enough tape on there for it to even more tape when you get in the shower. So it'll hold on. You can hold like this and wash with your left hand, or hold like that and wash with your right hand. And the tape will hold. And after you get out, take all the tape off, clean the tube, clean your face, all the gum, put it on there, put more tape here, there, and pin it to your shirt so the whole weight doesn't hang on this piece of tape up here. And let me tell you, you're going to be good. I take a shower every other day at least now, and it's not as big of a problem as I thought it was going to be. Okay, got to get down. There you go. There you go. This is how I did it. I was not very concerned about getting the tube wet. I was when I was in the hospital concerned about getting the tube wet. But I once I realized before I got in the shower this morning that it's not the tube I need to keep dry. That's rubber. It's not gonna the water's not gonna hurt that. It's the tape that's holding it that I need to keep dry, and I can't keep that dry because I'm in the shower. Where I really wanted it to be secure was right here, because I didn't want the weight of that to just move it anywhere. And it's not going to move very far because it's down into my stomach. But I didn't want it to move at all. Okay, so I really secured it here. I looped it over my ear first, and that was kind of holding it. All right, then I really secured it down, and I secured it over my ear. Okay, and this is just a little tab where a safety pin fits through. Anyway, and that worked. So next, to get rid of this tape, and I took a lot of the tape. Well, I took most of the tape off that they put on in the hospital. I took most of that off. I used tweezers to help hold it. I use the tweezers and to get it off. I use the scissors to trim it where necessary to help. And now I'm thinking, do I take this off first or do I take that off first? Well, I know that if I take this off first, it's even if it's a remote ear, if it slips off, it's going to be hanging from the hose, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to leave that on. Okay, it's almost all off now. It's not falling out, but it is. I tape those off from very low support. Okay, the next, once I get it off, I'm gonna put new tape on. Okay, so to put the new tape on, I want my nose and everything to be clean, and right now it is not so much having tape stuck to it as it is oil from my nose. I've been in the hospital I went in last Monday, and it is Saturday today, so I've been there for a while. Okay, got all it's been 2 hours since I started getting into the shower, and well, I still started shaving because I made some coffee, and the coffee pot just shut off after 2 hours. And anyway, this is what it is. You can see maybe just it hasn't pulled out, but it's slipping back and forth like about a centimeter in and out, in and out, in and out, and I'm not comfortable with that at all. By the way, I have a towel on in case you wonder if I'm naked.